Professor Xavier is the leader of Mutants, and the Synergies are pretty decent as well. Hello everybody, this is a bit of a deep dive video. We're going to be looking at all the Synergies, or a good chunk of the Synergies that have interested me personally when it comes to Professor X. Now there is twofold things that go on with the Synergies. Firstly, or first fold, is that he puts specific boosts and improvements to him, except for him when it comes to a lot of the mutants. You can see he gets the Birthright one, which is all mutants and X-Men except Professor X, plus 25% special damage over each Cerebro charge. He can reach a max of 4 Cerebro charges, so that 100% special damage is pretty tasty, especially what it does to all mutants. It's not just about the ones I'm going to be testing today, it's all mutants. Namor is going to be excessively more powerful as a result of Professor X. And if I get a chance, I'll try and do something, but it does take a long time to build up the 4 charges, then try every single mutant against this. But yeah, Domino, Iceman, the list goes on of what you can do with this champion. But a lot of these ones I'm going to try out. I'm going to try out Drug Eye. So firstly, with Wolverine. Wolverine, I want to see some real good amount of damage. Now I have prepared a little bit of something, so I'm going to be testing Wolverine out with Professor X, obviously, Havoc, Omega, and Corvus, because at the start of the fight, he gets attack rating. I'm not throwing special attacks. I'll explain why. So on the Havoc one, the Havoc synergy, it basically means attack rating increases, but he needs to be under a regen. But you need to be build to an SP3. Once the champion has a lot of special attack damage on him, I think it's a special attack, a lot of power on him, he's able to gather a large amount of regen, and that's what we're going to test out. I'm already into a quest and ready to kind of like showcase this. I was going to be going with Captain America, but I just didn't think, because I don't need to throw special attacks because I want to like build up my regen. It makes more sense to not throw a special attack and utilize Omega Red's synergy as well, and just kind of damage output, just excessive amounts. Now I'm in Act 5, and that is just as I can regulate the way that damage works with this, and I'm using the 4-star version, so I'm trying to balance out the way that this kind of synergy works, and as well not to take too much damage. So it's going to be a live test with a lot of the stuff we're going to be doing today, and yeah, we're going to see what the damage is. Now it would have been better for me to have throw specials, and especially with that special damage improvement when it comes to mutants, but we can test that out a bit more like later on today. So under regeneration effect, and now hitting on through, and yeah, wow, okay. Now this is the thing about getting a 5-star version. I'd love to see a 5-star version of this, but it slays. It just absolutely slays this. And yeah, we're taking damage from degeneration from this node, but if we ever get regen pop up, I'm sure that it will kind of like top us up. I'd love to get a 5-star version to test this out, and that was just quickly then and done. And I'm hoping to see like a lot more damage from some of the other synergies. Like I do want to test out the Phoenix synergy, and in particular, like seeing the excessive amounts of damage that applies, especially in situations. I don't know if I'll do Realm of Legends testing for that one. I do think this one is going to be a bit of a... Professor Xavier is going to mean for the ultimate quester, especially because he can do rapid amount of damage in a quick time frame. So we're going to like just again be aggressive, build up the regeneration. With regeneration on, it's meant to be like quite excessive amounts of damage. Alright, okay love, you calm down. It's quick. It's nice. Wolverine feels good. He feels like he's damage outputting a large amount. I don't know if I see... And that's 30 hits to take that down. Again, so far so good with this. Yeah, I don't know if I see anything from, say, the Corvus synergy. Because the Corvus synergy is meant to be in the first kind of like little bit. You're meant to get like an attack rating boost. Just don't see it personally. I'm sure it's there. But I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it at the moment, or not feeling it. Like right here. Plus 10% attack rating at the start of the fight. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm feeling it rather than seeing it. That's just the thing. So yeah, it looks like there's some sort of improvement. I got to be honest, if I threw special attacks, would I see like an improvement of damage output possibly? You know, I mean, I'll go into this fight and see what when it comes to like throwing specials. I will throw a special just to like see where the damage is. Hang on, what? Oh, the degeneration. I think for a moment, like, am I bleeding him? Well, what's the deal then? Am I bleeding him or not? Like, maybe I'll build up to an SP2 or something. Wow, not too bad. Not excessive amounts there, but there's still. If we're looking at the Professor X full Cerebro charge improvement, I don't care that I just got hit there. But yeah, that did seem like a lot more than normal. So even for a 4-star, you know, taking a good amount of what, that's over 10k with an SP2, it's not bad. It's not huge numbers, especially for Wolverine, but at the same time, it was good to see that there's some sort of improvement there. I'd love a 5-star version of Wolverine, and especially maybe using the X23 in that, and as well like what Colossus could do, because that's another thing. After 4 Cerebro charges, what could Colossus do? Okay, same situation. We're now using Colossus. I thought, well, we'll do a few more. Right, so we've got Colossus here, and we start each fight with 1 indefinite armor up buff. Helpful. Then, as well, we have got the bonus from the Cerebro charges. So, 4 times 25%, max is 100%. Can't necessarily 400% then. That would be misleading if I said that. So 100% improvement on the special attack, which is a lot more, especially for like the mutant special damage synergy. We're gonna like try out a couple games with this. So got Colossus here, and yeah, just the method. I've got like a full synergy behind him, backing him as well. Like I've got that Startup Fury. I should really put that to good use. But still, you know, it's just gonna look like it's gonna, like, just look at that, just smash it. I feel like what I want to do is just hold back. I mean, if I'm just gonna do like that and then, yep, boom. Like it's just exact. That's an SP1. Granted, this is a 565. Should I put this in any kind of other fight? Yeah, possibly, but it just takes a lot of time, especially in Act 6 stuff where the nodes are so specific and things. But yeah, like Xavier is also, it's not just like him being a lead champion that's incredibly effective, but also being like a team leader for a synergy group, like Nick Fury, like Doctor Doom, like Mr. Fantastic. There's things with this synergy that will really boost the mutant line for like the grind. And yeah, like we're just going to go in again, and then we'll pick up another synergy in a moment associated with him. So I don't know, I'm going to try and build up to an SP2 quicker. Let's just do that. Do you know what? I'm gonna get hit. I shouldn't really do it because that degeneration is gonna like really kind of scuff me up. But I just wanna build up to an SP2 really quick. I don't think I can. Maybe I can just like take a little bit more damage. Maybe do a little bit more parry. A little bit more. I'm not gonna worry about the degeneration. Not gonna worry about that. Not going to worry about that. Don't worry. It's not going to eat me. There we go. Taking some damage. And then what I'm going to do is boom, 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 and bam. Yeah. Did I just say 115,000? What? Oh, I'll have to look. I mean, if I can remember, like I'll put that down. But like, I think that's at 115,000 damage. I want to say that was like quite an excessive amount. Oh man, I tell you what, when this champion spanks, he definitely does that. You know, 0 effort there, nothing really kind of like focused too much on the, throwing special attacks. So yeah, that Colossus synergy was super satisfying. It does feel that with the correct synergy group pair up, you can have a real blast with that. Very, very powerful and very consistent with the amount of crits that I saw on screen. We're going to try and give Habitat a go. I don't know which one I'm going to choose. I don't have any of these champions really kind of maxed up, especially from a point of going like, right, well, on the plus side, the champions get plus 15% prowess effect duration for each Cerebro charge, so max 60%. You then put that prowess with with this here, like, so the special attack damage. So you're going to do excessive amounts of kind of like big yellow numbers when it comes to after those 4 Cerebro charges are in place. So yeah, that's mega. And as well, the fact that each individual has their own kind of benefit from this. So Emma Frost will gain increased critical rating. So the more power, well, the problem is the more power you have, the critical rating is better. So does that mean that you then have to like build up, throw a special attack, and then it's like, okay, big damage, and then it's like, right, I've got to rebuild up. So I don't know if that's super sustainable, but it's still pretty cool. And, you know, if you're throwing specials, you're going to have to in order to do damage. 20% shock potency for both storms. Helpful. Storm Pyramid X has prowess built into the champion's makeup, I want to say. So yeah, that kind of like works out in several ways. So prowess and as well individual effects of improvement. I think this is more for Emma Frost, if anything, because if like the prowess effects of Storm became more powerful, then yeah, she'd be super as a champion. Okay, here we are with the next synergy, and this is Habitat. Habitat looks to improve the rate of those prowess effects on the champions. So that's something we're going to focus on, is Emma Frost in this particular test. And as well, hopefully that, and I'm pretty new to playing Emma Frost. I just have a quick check of the abilities on how to build a prowess. You know, if you're new to a certain champion, it's always best to read as much as possible. And especially it looks like we've got to be in diamond form and do well-timed blocks. So that's what we'll try and do, is stick in diamond form and get the prowess. I don't know if then it's a case that then when you switch forms, I should have checked that, whether or not if you switch forms, you lose the prowess. I think we'll learn that very quickly. So there we go, 1 prowess. 2 prowess. 3 prowess. Well, does that really, and is that really going to apply then if these are these timed? No, there's no time thing on them. So maybe, or maybe maybe I didn't read that properly. We'll find out in a second whether or not. Yes, they go. Yes, there they go. So I've got to keep up my effort there. The duration, I guess, helps because look, you know, so that helps out. So they're not quickly expiring. That's nice. That's nice damage. And that's what I should do, is I should look to... And every time a special... Right, okay. I'm learning. Like, this is cool to learn. But at the same time, it'd be interesting for those that avidly play Emma Frost, whether or not they find that this is a real improvement, especially with the length of time. Like, it's expiring there. It's not going down. But throwing in the special attack, it's going down there. We go back into the form. So it's a cool cycle. I just need to learn how to play Emma Frost, and maybe I'll put her into my rotation. I've got to be honest, I probably won't. But it's cool to see that, and I'm sure that Emma Frost players that would like to have Professor X on their team will enjoy that length of improvement when it comes to the prowess. So we're going to build up now as we build up the prowess. Build. I've built too much. I was thinking I'll build up to an SP3. Maybe that's something to try at a later date. But I don't know, like, would players find that that would be much of an improvement, especially for the length of time? It seems slower, but at the same time, if I'm refreshing quickly, is it really required? That'll be something for, like I said, Emma Frost players to have their say, maybe in the comment section or something. You know, would you need an Xavier on your team to improve the length of time of that duration? Okay, up next, and we're going to be trying out Phoenix. Now, this is Drug L, where, man, I can barely read that. Basically means as soon as you go into Overloaded, you're able to get an indefinite Fury passive, which means that your damage is going to be ramped up. I've done plenty of Phoenix videos. I don't want to do this to death, so let's just kind of throw it in. I am not using Terex with this, and I'm not using Airwalker with this, and Bloodline's there for whatever. To be honest, some stuff is there just for the sake of things. But I think like Emma Frost with Phoenix with Professor X is a good combination in any case, and that is what we're going to work on. Right, I'm here with Phoenix. You can see I've just gone into Overloaded. I've got the Fury passive hitting there. I'm going to continue on. One thing I wanted to try is the rate of regeneration. So part of the synergy is to get like a massive like load of regeneration all of a sudden. So in the synergies here, I was planning to push that towards there first. In that once per fight, when a champion would be knocked out, immediately regenerate 7.5% of their max health for each Cerebro charges. So that's really handy for Phoenix. I mean, she's going to regenerate in any case once per fight. But I don't know if that really kind of amplifies on. If this is like secondary, that's what we're going to do now. We're going to try it. Is this going to be secondary to her standard ability of kind of like Rise of the Phoenix? So we're going to go down first off. So we've risen back up. We've risen back up. And now we're going to be hit again. I'm going to try and see, do I get like... No. So it just like, it amplifies into the to the synergy itself. And does help out to the others, like for Cyclops, those kind of things. But it doesn't really kind of amplify. It's good to see that you got the Fury passive. And that's great. It's good to see that. Also, let's just use Cyclops, shall we? See what extra damage it kind of feels like what this champion is doing. 100% critical damage rating and inflict an armor break, reducing armor. So like, man, Professor X is such like a great like additional champion, just to kind of add more padding. Now I thought what we'll do is we'll quickly try out on the beam attacks the extent of damage output. As now having the Xavier synergy ramped up, well, not in it, but like the beam attacks. Ooh, not bad with the beams, you know, not bad with the beams. So I didn't know what to expect with the beam attacks, but man, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Right, now I want to try out with Cyclops and see how much of a critical... Well, that's a bad start. But how much of the critical damage rating we'll see as an improvement. Yeah, not the best to start, Sir Rich. Come on. Represent a little bit. Okay, so first of all, I want to build up to an SP2. The SP2 will probably be a little bit more devastating. And... Right, we're at 20 now, so we should be unblockable. But... alright. I get it. Kabam don't want enemy champions to throw special attacks. I understand. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it happens that, you know, Kabam don't want you to get hit by a special attack. There you go. Right, so let's beam in now. Ooh, not bad. Look, I'm not going to, like, shout from the rooftops and go, hey, that's amazing damage. Look at that. Woohoo! But it was good. It was like, it was better than I thought it would be. Right, unblockable. He went through the block, so still a good enough rate of damage. Should have like hit it, but true, but doesn't matter. The fact is, it's not too bad. Like, you know, I'm not gonna, as I said, I'm not going to scream from the rooftops that Cyclops is now a god tier. I just realised I left my alerts on, so you can see Philip George has subscribed to the channel. Hello, Philip George. I should really turn my alerts off. In any case, right. So yeah, let's move on. I've got other champions to try out now. Let's get it on. Okay, now we're going to go for a big hit on Synergies. So I've put in Red Magneto, Iceman, Archangel, and Nightcrawler. So I'm going to like do one pint. Well, I do 1 pint. Yeah, I don't drink anymore. So, but yeah, one fight at a time with each of the characters and just kind of give my thoughts. I'm going to kick off with Nightcrawler. I love Nightcrawler. It's one of my... I'd say favourite underrated champions. So I'm going to switch modes. I'm going to try and switch modes. Quickly switch modes to swashbuckling, because that's going to be all about my rate of damage, which is going to be important. The bleeds will come up as the red markers. So yeah, there's some good numbers there. It's not excessively good, and as well, if you rank it up higher, I'm sure it will be better. SP2 goes in, and that's not great. I thought I'd be seeing like a lot more of like that improvement. And I guess the same thing will be like when I use Archangel in a moment. Like, will I be able to see some improvements there? The special attack improvement that I was expecting to see from the 4 Cerebro charges, that wasn't there at all. And maybe that's because RNG didn't give me a crit for that. But still, I was expecting a bit more from that than what I got. In any case, I think we'll move on to... No, we won't. No, we're going to wait until we get to Ultron. I'm going to go with Archangel now. Because again, bleed potency. This is all about bleed potency. So, we go in there. We hit that. Okay, I am confused because I'm like, why have I got this But the bleed potency, I mean, bleed potency with this champion is just insane in any case. Look at that. The rank 5 version is nice. It's nice. I forgot to look. I'm now looking left-hand corner what that marker was. I forgot to check that. Let's just quickly check on Synergy what that number was. So rookie mistake there. So gain 3% of a bar of power every 10 seconds for each Cerebro charge. Ah, right. So I was building on that one. Right. Was I? It's a very weird thing to kind of like pop up and see. Oh, and Drug M. So there we go. Drug M. That was another thing. All mutants except... Oh, so it's all mutants on the team. Right, okay. Silly me. Hang on a minute. All mutants and X-Men except for... What did I get? I should have had a look at this. It looked like the symbol of Drug M, which is gain a metal barrier with 1.20% of current health for each Cerebro charge. So again, same principle with the others then. Like, are all mutants benefiting from this stuff that I could just... So would I get once per fight? So if I had Phoenix on the team, I can... So basically I could pick a mix and have a few of the other ones and benefit from the same thing. I didn't consider that. I thought this was more exclusive and I should have... Doesn't duplicate with other synergies. Yeah, of course. So if I wanted to, it's like becomes the perfect kit. If you're this far into the video and I've just realized what I just realized, this becomes better because it becomes more of a kit-based champion. So I could have some sort of Heimdall-based synergy built into this with Drug L. So if I bring a Phoenix on my team and I get knocked down, I will get back up again. The same way just a moment ago, I gain a metal barrier with 1.20% of a current health for each Cerebro, max 4.5. Would take damage except from 75%. So does it reduces down my damage? Wow. Okay, impressive. Should we do that again? Yeah. Let's do. Okay, let's do that again. But this synergy with Professor Xavier is insane, and I'm just like learning stuff now about it. So I'm gonna get hit. I think that I want to say that's the tick of the. No, it's not. Okay, so that didn't work at all there. Huh. In any case, the bleed damage side of things is just impressive. I say impressive. I got one stack on there. Let's just put like another stack on. And as well, let's see the special attack damage, the booster from that. No. So I don't know if I'm seeing. I don't know what I'm seeing with this. Like sometimes I feel like I'm seeing like excessive amounts of improvements, and I'm not. But it's important to test these things out, like what works and what doesn't, especially by like how many Cerebro charges. So as I've ramped up him, as I've ramped up Xavier, it means that it's going to be more of an assistance to things. So where is it? We want to go back and we want to see what it does, because I'm going to get to hashtag metal here. So Drug M. So on screen at the moment it says that plus 15% attack rating while fighting hashtag metal champion. So that's what we're doing. Hashtag metal here and a nice gain. By the way, this Magento is the one that Seaton won me at 2019 New York Comic Con. We were allowed to have Comic Cons. We all remember them, don't we? Wow. I mean, it's nice, is it like great improvements? Of course it is. I'll just spank him. There we go. Yeah, Magnet is a machine, an absolute like metal machine. So this would have been like, it's going to be excessive amounts of damage, no joke. 10 hits, so could have done it in less. But it's not even that kind of a fight. Okay, now moving on to the final champion, which is Iceman. I would do Marvel now, but look, you're getting the idea with the synergy. You can And as we can see on, where is it, on screen? Anyway, on screen there's several synergies that have been like pinged off as a result. And yes, you can literally pick a mix with this. I don't know if you have pick a mix in any of the countries you have. It just means that you can pick and choose what you want, mix and match, whatever you want to call it. So there, I've got like 3 kind of kicking off. And if I wanted to like put in a few more, say for whatever reason I wasn't testing, because there's like this is just like testing these individual champions on these individual synergies, you can add more. So you can just go like, okay, so I want to take Magneto, I want to take Iceman, I want to take Archangel, Magneto, Archangel, Iceman, Colossus, and Phoenix. Well, I can't take Phoenix and Professor X, so it's 5 there. You're able to benefit from aspects of the kit then, it seems. So that's something that's really cool, and I'm kind of glad that I've learned that you can literally have anything that's there. You can have like a Heimdall synergy built in. You can have something of a safety net built in. So yeah, there's a lot there on offer, and it's all pretty impressive. Now, I can't remember if this is meant to have something more to it. My ticks of, I want to say my ticks of, is it frostbite or is it cold snap? It's cold snap. Well, both ticks look quite good in any case. I forgot to check just quickly. Like what the excessive, is there any like excessive improvements there? There's a bigger energy damage as well that's coming off of this. So I'll just go back to right down to the bottom. And yeah, so we got when ice armor shatters, all frostbite effects expire and deal a burst of 25% attack rating. Oh, right, okay. That's me. That's me being silly then. So how this works is I need to get hit. And just double check that, So I need to first of all do a lot of frostbites. So yeah. All frostbite effects expire. So I need to do all my frostbite effects and then get hit. So that's what we're going to try and do. Frostbite effects, then let's get hit. I've probably said this video is going to last about 10 minutes. It's not. It's probably not going to do that. So we'll do frostbite effects. There. Okay. Well, there's only one on there at the moment. So my frostbite effects now, I'm going to get hit. This should then take out my ice armor, and then watch Hyperion 41%. It should then go down. Not the greatest of tests, but I don't think this is the right champion for it. Yeah, so it went down by 2%. Just instantly. I will probably put this into one more fight, just to kind of like give a little bit more assurance on this working. Okay, let's build up some frostbite. You can see they're the passives. Frostbites are the passives. Cold snaps are the actual debuff. So there we go. There's now 3 on. And can we get any more on? Right, hit me. There we go. Hit me. Boom. Yeah, so it all expired and then ticked on the enemy. Okay. There we go. All done and dusted. That's all of the synergies covered for Professor X. And given my final thoughts on them, I think they're very impressive. It does solve a lot of issues when it comes to champion selection. Unfortunately, it's very specific to the mutant line, but that doesn't mean to say that that's a huge problem, as you can then pick and choose that pick and mix idea that I talked about. But there's a few. Personally, I feel myself utilizing the likes of Colossus, especially when it comes to poison resistance. That can be good for a kit when it comes to, like, you know, biohazard or anything that would do like a poison debuff, and you've then got a champion that's able to cycle through 18% times 4, because they're 4 cerebro charges if you're ramping up Professor X. And as well, the special attack damage means that you're going to do a lot of damage as well with that. So Colossus works well. The same thing with the ladies and the habitat synergy, which allows for improvements on prowess. More so, I think that benefits Emma Frost, but that would be down to the perspective of prowess buffs expiring, or prowess passives changing to then the standard prowess buff when you switch out of the telepathic ability and go into the standard ability. Diamond form to telepathic, sorry. Drug L, I think, is pretty cool and can be like it's like a Heimdall synergy built into there, which I rate. I think it's cool. I think it could be an amazing synergy to like utilize with Phoenix, bringing her into the current meta to a degree. But everyone else, if you're using Phoenix as a champion to then use in your questing team, it is one that is not a mutant class, so therefore you can pick and choose with who you go against. Gateway is kind of cool, but I haven't seen any kind of great improvements with the top part of the synergy when it comes to like the special attack damage for all mutants. I don't really see it that much, but that's just a personal thought there. When it comes to like, I didn't try Beast, but I'm not going to use Beast in the questing team. Nightcrawler is cool, but I just didn't see it. The bleed potency, it's all right. Again, just don't. I don't see it there. I don't see it there for a utilization standpoint. But and as well, special attack damage, it wasn't there. Sorry to say, it wasn't there. But I can imagine that it was just down to RNG, me not seeing a big yellow number for me to get like a little bit wet and excited about. Then Drug M. Drug M is pretty cool for Magneto, and I'd say Magneto, Xavier, and Apocalypse will probably be like a good team with that. Plus any two kind of like options of maybe Doctor Doom or maybe one other. I don't know. I don't know just yet, as I'm not allowed to give out any information about Apocalypse. In any case, it does seem that there's some good stuff there. Frostbite one with Iceman is all right. The the Magneto Marvel now. Guidance bonus, attack rating is increased. Yeah, helpful. But it's up to you whether or not you're overly fond of Marvel Now version. But yeah, I liked the synergy. I thought it was pretty cool, but I thought I'd do like more of a deep dive on it. And yeah, how the individual synergies help out the grander scheme of things. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you did, I apologize. The raw recording of this is 1 hour and 11 minutes. I do hope I've got it down to like a nice time. I will try and time code this as well, because I don't want this to be too excessive for people to follow, and as well you can skip to certain sections. But yeah, really fun, really enjoyed the synergy, really enjoyed the experience with this, and appreciate you all for supporting, watching the content. Have a lovely weekend. I'll see you next week, where I've got so much content to do. It's going to be a good one. Bye bye everybody, have a good one.